YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cap and Crown. We just here to celebrate the game that we love, and that's the NBA. I'd like to welcome y'all to a brand spanking new episode 20, no Ray Allen. Listen, man, we just here, man, to get our sports talk on, all things NBA. If you guys are into NBA conversations, whether it be new or old, do us a huge favor, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And also, to everybody, get them likes for us, man. Let's get the likes up tonight, man, where we could build up that algorithm to find more NBA fans like yourselves to join us here. Also, too, man, we take all questions and comments at the end of the show. So if you guys have any questions or any comments addressing me and King or any of the topics that we bring up, we ask you to hit us with the C-N as in Nancy, C in front of your comments. And we'll address those later on in the show. We will take on any super chats first. So if any super chats come in first, we'll address those before the regular chats. And we also ask y'all to be respectful in the comment section, y'all. All right, King, you ready to get to it, man?
I am, bro. Let's do this.
Yeah, got a few things to get into, man. But you know how we start the show off, man, with I was told.
I was told.
I was told.
I was told. I was told.
Former Dallas Maverick of the Triple J's, Jim Jackson, had some things to say. King, let's let the people in the Glow Yard listen to this.
It still is a difference between who's evaluating who's the best player, because it's all opinionated, and it's based on different factors. And I think that's, and Nick, I know you're a big proponent of.
Talk about this.
So I want to give you a different perspective, because you got to understand about who's evaluating the best compared to maybe some writers outside looking in, compared to players who've played against some of the top tier players.
So talk to me then, because you're leading up to something here. So tell me, as a player.
Because the players, we evaluate another player a lot differently. It's not just
so
based,
how do you?
It's not just based on numbers. So here's my thing. As a player, I view things totally different than, because I was in generation with Michael, with Kobe, and LeBron. Mm-hmm. And how I view it is a little bit different. So Kareem and Kobe, if you look at those stats, these are the two players that a lot of times get exited out when we talk about some of the greatest players.
Well,
hold up. Hold up. And a lot of the reason why is because a lot of people look at Kareem and Kobe from this aspect, is that they're not personable. We don't really like them. I like Kobe as a player. I don't like him as a person. Kobe wasn't the most personable person when he played. He wasn't the most amenable to the press. People didn't like Kobe personally. So when you start talking about whether Kobe
the feud with Shaq
is in the best, wait. But you understand something. From a player that played against Kobe and Michael Jordan, we view things totally different, because Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant not gonna let you off the hook. Forget the numbers. I'm talking about great competitive. Ronnie Lott, you knew when he came to hit you, it was a different story than Deion Sanders.
Yes.
As a player that played against played against Michael and played against Kobe, LeBron is gonna let you off the hook. LeBron is gonna do some things as a player. Forget about the numbers. Forget about the numbers. Forget about the numbers. But from a player's perspective, when you play against a Michael Jordan, when you play against a Kobe Bryant, it's a whole different level of competition. Okay. And I'm giving you an example of a player that's played in 3 different decades, that played against Michael, a whole different thing. Played against Kobe, totally different approach, and played against LeBron. As a player, we view things a little bit differently than numbers. Okay. Let me explain something. In 2006, when Nash won the back-to-back MVP, Kobe should have won the MVP.
What
Kobe should, the numbers speak. I was on the field. Wait, Nick. I was on the team with Steve Nash when he won back-to-back.
Got it.
The best player in the league was Kobe Bryant.
Well, King, what you think from that, man?
I mean, I see where you're coming from. Usually players say the same type of thing when I hear it. I do think his conversation about like Mike and Kobe is about the I guess individual players. Like that's what I talk about as far as one-on-one players. Like Kobe and Mike are 2 of the greatest one-on-one players of all time, probably the 2 greatest one-on-one players of all time. And so you don't let him off the hook, kind of like what I talk about with Lucas as well when we talk about him. You got to go get it back on the other side. You got to do that. and Bron does things. I understand. That's why I compared Bron to Magic Johnson more than Michael Jordan, because I think they're Bron really is a point guard. He just plays a small forward position because of his height and all. So I never really looked at it that way, and I think Jim Jackson kind of confirmed it when he's talking about it. It's just two different approaches. Like, that's how I always saw it. So I agree with him. I think he's right. I think like he said, it's subjective as far as GOATs and that type of stuff. It's just who on the top. I definitely have Kobe in my top 10. I have Kareem in my top 10 as well. So I know better than not have them there. But yeah, I respect his opinion.
Yeah. We always hear about the GOAT conversation when they bring up these names. And like you just said, I've heard so many players, whether it be like a Steven Jackson and the Matt Barnes or Quentin Richardson, Darius Miles. Now we hear like a Jim Jackson here. We heard these guys always talk about, it's not just them. I heard some other players bring it up too. A lot of them put Kobe in that conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you just said, it like he said too, he's right. It's subjective, It's really going to depend on what your preference is. Like what stands out to you.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about it being different generations, right? I told you how my pops and them, they think that Kareem is the greatest player of all time, right?
Yep.
Our generation, they would think it's Jordan. Generation after think it's LeBron. Generation after that think it's Steph or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the list goes on, bro. So he's right. I've always heard like different players they talk about it because they played against these guys. They know.
Yeah.
I just I like how like Jim Jackson kind of made his point there, but he didn't say it in a way where he was hating on the guy. You know what I'm saying? Because you have heard some players who kind of throwing some jabs or whatever, and they like to put a little hate in they takes or whatever. But that's probably the most understandable take I heard when it comes to the whole GOAT debate, right? With the whole Kobe, Jordan, LeBron thing, right? So
shout out to Kareem too.
Yeah, shout out to Kareem, and he's right too. With that, what he said about the Kareem and Kobe, it's a lot of people that they take Kareem out of that conversation. They just completely forget about the guy, right? And not remembering that he's the most winningest player in sports in basketball history, not just in the NBA, but basketball, right? He won in high school. He won in all three levels: high school, college, and in the NBA, bro. 6-time champion. You know what I'm saying? What do you got? Like 4 or 5 MVPs. A couple of finals. Yeah, I think 5 MVPs, 2
4.
All in, I think like 4 or 5. One of them.
It's 1 of the 2.
Yes, 1 or 2. Yeah, and then he got, of course, 2 finals MVPs or whatever. So, and then one of the most. He was leading. He had the most points in NBA history. And he wasn't even shooting threes. You know what I'm saying? Straight off sky hooks. You know what I'm saying? One of the most unstoppable shots of all time. One that nobody still can get right to this very day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just. I mean, I could see him being in a conversation like I think you talked about on the last show. Like my pops bring it up. I'm not gonna argue with him. You know what I mean? Because when you bring that type of stuff up, I could see why he would say he's in the conversation or whatever. Or he feels like he's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So
plus, I was gonna say, plus Jim Jackson is more like he's more in between the Jordan and Kobe era. A lot of the older players that played against like Bron when Bron was younger, they don't respect him. It's the norm. Like I feel like you said, the guys that played with Kareem in them before Jordan was the dude, they were saying Jordan wasn't that guy. I played against Kareem and all that. Like he wasn't the greatest. Then when you get you feel me, Jordan down the line and further down, the guys that played against those guys beforehand don't want to discredit what they did or whatever. So it's like they were the greatest, and I'm not gonna do that. Like when LeBron was really going through his run, Jim Jackson was done and gone. You feel me? Like when he took over the league, not the like I told people before that Cleveland run the first time was like a whole different career. Like if you take that away, Jim Jackson was a part of that one. I feel like once he got to Miami and above, when he started going to every finals and that, Jim Jackson was nowhere to be seen. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. It's errors, bro. It's subjective.
Yeah, it's subjective, and I know on my end, there's no disrespect. Like I've never been one of them guys. I'm never disrespecting Kareem. Never talking down on his accomplishments and stuff like that. So,
it's how many players have played the game of basketball, play the NBA or whatever, or just the guys. Just since the beginning of basketball, the folks that have been on this planet, to say that I think Kareem or Kobe or whatever is a top 10 player of the game of basketball since the invention of basketball, there's no disrespect here at all. Like, bro, I'm telling you, they're everybody of the millions and millions and billions of people that's been on this
Hey,
earth
man.
since basketball has been invented. Excuse me, they are the top 10 players to ever play this game. Like that cannot be a knock. But
Hey, bro, I'm glad you looking at it in a mature way, bro. You know, folks don't look at it like that, bro.
They don't look at it. That's
you didn't say
crazy.
he number one? Oh, why you saying he trash?
Bro,
he's top 10, bro.
He's a top 10 of all the players that ever
Why do
played
you hate
the
him
game
so
of
much,
basketball.
King?
And that's hating, bro. That's crazy today. That's hating. That's
you
wild.
hate that guy so much. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
But what was that brought to you by, man?
Our friends over at Fanatics.
Yes, sir.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem when your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
All right, bro. Let's turn the page, man, to the next segment. And you already know what that is, King. What we do every Monday? The recap. It's finals time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're down to the last two. As you know, the final starts on what's that, Thursday?
Thursday night.
Yes, sir. Yep, Thursday night, man. Check it out. We got the Thunder versus the Pacers, man. They kick off on Thursday. King, you know what? Let's talk about how we led to this point, man. Like, what was your takeaways leading up to this point for these two teams?
The Thunder kind of expected it in a way. They were one of the teams. It really came. Whoever won between them and Denver, I said we're going to win the West. So they won the matchup with Denver. They got here number one. What is that defense in the league? I think top offense as well. The new up and coming team. I think their team still doesn't even average 25 years old as far as a team. So yeah, they're here. They were supposed to be here though. Like I think it was an underachievement if they didn't get here. I think I said at the beginning of the season. And there was one team that we needed, but we won't get into that. And on the Eastern Conference side, though, I didn't think Indiana would get here again. I thought they had a chance to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, maybe, but I didn't think they would get here. But shout out to Rick Carlisle and them boys, man. Like they show up in the playoffs every year. It seems like last year was supposed to be a fluke, and it seemed like it wasn't a fluke. They got even better. People didn't think they would get even better, and they did. And they're here now, man. So shout out to Rick Carlisle and them guys.
You said shout out to Gilbert Arenas.
I didn't see that guy. Hey. Hold up. Pascal Siakam already had more hardware than Gilbert Arenas, so I don't even got to say this because Pascal got a ring, right?
Okay.
Now, secondly, he got a what is that? Larry Bird trophy, right?
No.
How about I ask you this? I'm gonna ask you this one. Is Pascal gonna make the Hall of Fame?
No, Gilbert is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right.
Interesting. Listen, I agree with you. I've talked about the Pacers since the crossover during the off season. I've been talking about the Pacers. I was that one team that kind of just stands out to me. And this year was the Pacers. I had the Pacers in Detroit with my two teams. I was like, yo, Detroit. I think after they beat the Mavs that first time,
didn't want to.
Yeah, and I was like, y'all sleeping on Detroit, bro. There's still some pieces Detroit needs to take that next step, but they're on their way. Shout out to Kay Cunningham, D-Town's finest. But yeah, now, like you said, the Thunder was expected to them to do this. If, like you said, they didn't do it, it's going to definitely be, they're going to underachieve in that category. I know a lot of people kind of mad at Shea with the flopping and all that stuff. And I get it, man. I get it. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. I mean, like I think King said on the last show, he taking advantage of what they're giving him.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing we really can do about it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say he's James Harden. I don't want to say he's James Harden in it right now, but he's doing that, but he's not choking. You feel me? Like that was I tell people it's not about James Harden. It's never been about James Harden play style, bro. It's never been. People say that dumbness all the time. They say, you can't win with that play style and all that stuff.
Hey, you know why?
James
you know why they say that? No. You know why they say that? Because of his play style?
Why?
Because ESPN told him.
Oh, I mean, no, Kobe said it too, though. Kobe said it. But my thing with it's never been for me. It's never been about James Harden's play style. I always said heliocentric guys get you like raise your floor usually, like get them guys around them. Shout out to LeBron, shout out to Luka, stuff like that. Like get them guys around him. The issue with James Harden always was he didn't show up. He usually had his team in position to beat everybody. You feel me? Like James Harden had a 3-2 lead against the Golden State Warriors and all, but he had Kevin Durant and all. That don't mean that you can't do it. You were supposed to beat that team. So, like I said, I'm fine with that. But and kind of what's name doesn't score as much, but what's the name? Halliburton is kind of heliocentric. He controls the ball. He's a pure point guard. You feel me? Like it works, bro. Like just don't choke. But
you said Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, like just don't choke. Like you gotta not choke. Steve Nash lost to better teams and they had awful situations, but he wasn't the guy that was choking in the playoffs as far as when he was the guy. He was still going there and get your Steve Nash numbers and all. Shea getting your 30. You feel me? A game in the playoffs still getting the free throws and all. He's still doing his game and going actually a little bit above maybe. So like I'm not mad at him. He's using the system to his advantage, but he's also continuing to play his game.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of which, man, are we finally giving Tyrese Halliburton that title
of the best per point guard in NBA?
Oh, I mean, I think that's probably goes without question. But is he a superstar now?
Oh, superstar. Yeah, he's a superstar, bro. Tyrese Halliburton gonna be a Hall of Famer. I told you the rule, right? Usually, everybody that takes a team to the finals, you only got to win it. Usually, if you take a team to the finals, you're gonna be a Hall of Famer.
And especially if he keeps having these moments like somebody else we talked about. Who did he hug after the game?
Oh, after
Reggie Miller.
Oh, yeah, Reg.
Yeah, that's how Reg got in there, bro.
Man, I told you.
You know what I'm saying?
But that is how Reg. He never won a ring, but he got to the finals though. You're right. Later teams, he went twice though, right? No, Reggie went once.
Once he played the Bulls. He went to 7 with the Bulls.
They were supposed to get there, and then they had the thing. The last year of his career.
Yeah. Wait. What, the last year of his career?
Yeah, when the Malice in the Palace. That was last year of his career. That's why they were mad because they didn't get it. They were supposed to get it done for Reggie Miller.
That was the last year? I think it was that long ago.
That was he's supposed to retire. He did retire. That was his last year. Well, he said
Reggie been retired for 20 years, bro.
Yeah.
Dang, we getting old.
I know.
That's crazy. I thought I don't know why I feel like he retired like early 2010s or something. But
yeah, but
dang, that's crazy.
Hall of Famer. Jimmy Butler, a Hall of Famer. Like I told you, you think down the line, just go through history. Anybody that's led a team to a finals, who's not in the Hall of Fame,
and not just lead them to the finals, you got to have some type of success in the playoff too, like some kind of like outstanding,
Tell
spot.
Me, as I said to you, that's usually all of them. Tell me one guy that's been to the finals. Just off that statement alone. That's led a team to the finals. That's not in the Hall of Fame in modern history.
Nobody.
You got a Hall of Famer always, right? Even Detroit got a Hall of Famer, correct? The Detroit Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You get a Hall of Famer, like
yeah.
You went to the finals, like you one of the best. There are so many players. We talking about Joel Embiid ain't go to the Joel Embiid's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He ain't been to the Eastern Conference Finals yet. Jimmy Butler's taking a team to the finals. You feel me? Like he's going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he's going to the Hall of Fame. You feel me? Like he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he should be. He better be a Hall of Famer.
Wait, don't Jimmy got to go?
I'm not sure if Jimmy got to go, but either or. If he does, he first ballot for sure. If he doesn't, he still better go in the Hall of Fame.
Wait, I feel like he was on one of them.
I don't think he was on like the Redeem team or nothing like that. Nah,
not the Redeem team, but maybe one of those
later on with like
what you call them teams? The
FIBA
Olympic team. Thank you. The FIBA teams.
I don't think Jimmy. I don't know, bro. I don't feel like Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy not been on one of the teams. That's crazy, bro.
I don't feel like Jimmy been on one of those. He had cancer.
Gloyard, do your job, man. Let us know because I cannot remember.
I don't really think he had cancer. For people go in the comments and go, I mean, they're going. AI cut that and be like, it'll be a
just say that.
Yeah, just say he's a cancer locker room.
It'll cut everything out between and just say, Jimmy, cancer. What?
Cancer in the locker room. Like, come on, man.
He don't know ball.
I mean,
man.
Jimmy, he is a pause on that. Just saying Jimmy that many times, but he is a. He's a double-edged sword, man. Like he's an awesome player to have on your team, but I can see why they say he's a cancer in the locker room. You feel me? Like he does leave teams not in good situations. You feel me? Like, so I don't know. He always overstays his welcome, I feel like.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way I should put it.
All right, man. Who you got in this series, man? What you got it going to?
I got a brain and heart situation here. My heart wants the Pacers to win. So we can stop that defense wins championships, all nonsense. But and shout out to Rick getting another one. But my brain's telling me the Thunder gonna win, bro.
What you got them in?
I'm gonna go with the Thunder. They couldn't this early, but I'm gonna go with the Thunder in 6.
I know he's gonna say that, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Thunder in 6.
Give me heart, soul, mind, everything. Give me the Pacers, bro.
How many?
That they're gonna shock the world. It's going 9.
9. So what are they gonna give us like a Detroit Pistons? Give us a 5? Give us something like that?
No, you know what though, man? I think this is gonna go 6.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say 5. I'm gonna say you're gonna go shock the world like one of them series where everybody think that one team the better team, the other team really the better team, and they beat the hell out of them. I tell you this, the Pacers still game 1. This might be one of them series,
bro. They take one of them in any one of them, and that's my mind frame right now. They take any one of them in Oklahoma City. I got them in 6.
Okay, I think they're gonna win 1. So I don't think there's gonna be like sweeps at home and all that stuff. I think it's too good. It's the finals. This is the finals, so you should win 1, lose 1, whatever like that. Like it shouldn't be you just got to win at home and all that stuff. But if they win that first one, and like it depends on the way Indiana do win. If they win that first one, this could be like we said, Detroit versus the LA Lakers. We thought LA was going to destroy Detroit. Excuse me, going into that series or whatever. Most folks did. It's probably some folks like, oh, Detroit had the greatest defense ever. No, nobody thought that though. Most folks. And then you see me, Detroit ended up beating them in 5. You feel me? Like it was like pretty easy.
Should have been 4, but
yeah, like it was pretty easy. So if the Pacers beat them in game 1 like that, we'll see. Because then that game 2 becomes a must win for the Thunder already. You got to win in game 1.
I can see him winning game 1.
Okay.
I can see him winning game 1, bro. I'm telling you, man. I think folks sleeping on the Pacers, bro.
I know if Holly beat SGA though, I know all them people better shut up.
You said well, never mind. We got some people we're gonna talk about here later. But yeah, that's what I got, man. I got the Pacers in 6. You said you got Thunder in 6.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not
no
mad at
Root
either
66.
one though. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on this. I wouldn't bet on this finals.
Nah, I'm a bet on it. Like I said, I have no stake in any of these games, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just calling it what I think will happen. If it happens, it does. If it doesn't, yeah.
I don't think so.
I'll live.
I don't think the Pacers trash. Like Pacers offense can be historical at times. And then, but the Thunder can get turnovers. It's about the Pacers not turning the ball over. And Rick Carlisle don't usually turn the ball over. You might be on to something, bro.
And
you might be on to something right there because the Thunder.
I was just about to, and it's funny you brought that up. You know, I was about to ask you how did the Thunder beat?
That's what I'm saying. That's what Minnesota and all. That's why I tell you, like the issue I saw was being an issue because they didn't have ball handlers. I'm like, they're going.
Yep.
That's why I knew Minnesota was going to have a problem with the Thunder.
Who was out here giving you 15-0?
Yeah, oh man,
okay,
bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
Pacers, Mike, you got me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Folks who listening, right? This like y'all first time listening to us. Go back in the archive. I've been talking about the Pacers since the beginning of the playoffs. Probably since the beginning of the season. I've been talking about the Pacers. So
I'm gonna go.
This ain't just something I'm just saying just today. I'm telling you, I've been saying this all year. Like I think the Pacers are one of them teams.
I'm going Thunder in 7, bro.
Nah, bro, you can't move it now, bro. You gotta stay with 6, bro.
You know what? Nah, man. Nah, we're going to scratch this. Start over. I'm gonna go Indiana Pacers. I'm gonna go to Pacers.
Whoa, hold on.
I'm gonna switch. Right? I'm gonna switch, bro. I'm gonna switch because you got me thinking that turnover thing. I told you about the same thing. Like that's Indiana. They don't turn the ball over.
I was just about to say that, and then on top of that, Indiana can move that ball, bro.
Yeah, and Indy don't
that
turn
ball
the
be
ball
popping,
over, bro. I'm gonna go Indy. I'm gonna go Indy. I'm gonna go with the crazy take. Then I'm gonna go Indy in 5.
Oh.
I'm gonna switch it all the way up. You switch my brain like up that far.
I was
bro.
trying to help you, bro. I put the 7 up.
I'm gonna go Indy
you know
in 5.
No
bro.
Tony Kukoc.
Yo, I'm serious because I'm thinking about it now. Like we saw the Mavericks last year, like if you don't turn the ball over, you can beat the Thunder. When you start turning the ball over, even the Denver Nuggets, it was stretches where they would just start turning the ball over and couldn't score, and the Thunder would just go off and just start scoring. You cannot turn the ball over. And like you said, we're talking about a guy right now that gets you 15 assists and 0. Like 0 turnovers, like it's nothing, bro. Like Tyrese says all the time. So that's why he thought he was getting the Larry Bird Award. But this is a good series. I don't think people understand how good this series is actually going to be. Like the pace is really.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised to go to 7, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna go.
Bro, you to change your stuff up 18
I know
times.
This is my final answer. All right, I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna go Pacers in 5. I ain't gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go Pacers in 7.
Okay, there you go. So I knew you were gonna do that, man.
Crazy, bro. I feel like I don't want the Thunder to win either. Screw the Thunder. I don't keep them wrong. Pacers in 7. If the Thunder win, they win. For them and all that stuff. I'm hoping they lose. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'll keep it real and keep it. I'll call the shade doing what he do and all that stuff. But I hope they lose. So I'm gonna go Pacers in 7. I'm not gonna root for the Thunder. Who am I?
Give me Pacers. I'm sticking with Pacers in 6, man. Sticking with Pacers in 6.
Pacers in 7. I'm gonna go Pacers in 7.
All right, man. Let's turn the page, man, to the topic here. Check this out, man. Most influential player of all time. All right, so here's the list right here for the podcast listeners out there and all over the globe. They have 6 players on here, man, that they feel have been influential to the NBA, to the game of basketball, so forth, so forth. So number 1, they got Michael Jordan. Number 2, Steph Curry. Number 3, Kobe Bryant. Number 4, LeBron James. Number 5, Magic Johnson. Number 6, Allen Iverson. What is your take, man, on this list? Is the list correct? They missing somebody? Take somebody off? What's on your mind, bro?
So I would take LeBron off this list. I would take Bron off this list and I would add Dirk. The order would be a little different for me. I would have Mike as number 1. I would actually have Allen Iverson as number 2.
Yeah.
I would have Steph Curry as number 3, probably. I would have Kobe as 4.
Over Magic?
Yes. Because even though Kobe is a copy of Jordan, he's just, bro, they don't even act like it's Jordan copy. You feel me? Like it's like
it make it seem like Kobe just made this
it's
up.
Kobe, yeah. Like it's like, and I'm like, bro, but like y'all saying y'all copying Jordan. That would be
Jordan. No. Right here, Kobe.
That's another reason why they're forgetting about Jordan, though, because it's becoming Kobe's instead of Jordan's. So it's like instead of Jordan having all of that pause, it's like separated because. But yes, so I would have Kobe above Magic, and then I would still have Dirk before Magic too. I would have Magic last as number 6.
Okay. There's a person they are missing. I think there should be a code for this person for this number, but I think Magic and Bird should be together because they both were influential in the they changed the game, bro. They changed the game. They changed the NBA to what we know of as today.
Yes, if the I word was impact instead of influential, definitely I'd have had them on there. But
hold on, so why Bird not influential?
Because Bird did change Dirk, like kind of was Dirk, but nobody was really trying to be Bird. Like Dirk really is a European guy.
Okay, so you saying okay, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, like influences players and all that stuff. Look like influential that way.
Well, shoot, yeah, Dirk should be on that list because
that's what. Yes,
yeah. So he changed. Everybody was looking for that stretch 4.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm changing as far as influence the guys on the court. Allen Iverson changed the game as far as the guys they want to play, and like that's what influential is to me. Like if it would have been impact, yeah, absolutely. Bird and Magic at the top. You feel me? Like they towards the top and all that. Like they'd have been up there.
Magic was influential because a lot of people wanted that tall guard.
Yes,
everybody's looking for that next man. Okay, I see what you're
saying. People wanted to try to find him, but they didn't. Like you feel me? It still was like generational when you found the Magic Johnson. They keep trying to copy Steph Curry's. You feel me? Like it's Steph Curry all over the league now. Everybody trying to be Steph Curry. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. Everybody trying to be Kobe Bryant.
You said Dame Lillard and Trae Young?
Yes, everybody trying to be Kobe Bryant. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody trying to be Dirk. Now you still got everybody can't be Magic. How about that one? that's the thing. Everybody can't be Magic. You can try to be those other guys, but Magic is a different beast, because he like controls the basketball and all. If you can't do that, you're not going to be allowed to do that in the league because your coach not trying to lose his job.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that list. But listen, comments, y'all already know what to do, man. Let us know what y'all think. What's y'all's list? Is this y'all's list? Is the list different? Y'all taking somebody off? You adding somebody on? What do y'all think, man? Let us know in the comment section. For the podcast listeners, I'm going to read that off to you again. Most influential players of all time. Number 1, Michael Jordan. Number 2, Steph Curry. Number 3, Kobe Bryant. Number 4, LeBron James. Number 5, Magic Johnson. Number 6, Allen Iverson. So y'all let us know what y'all think. All right, man. You ready to get to the next segment, bro?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's do it. Let's get to pause.
Pause.
Bro, you know when you start bragging about certain people, bro, they like, yo, they doing good, man. They doing great, this and that. Then they hit you with that one like head scratching moment, bro. Shout out to Austin Rivers.
Don't understand it. I think he's good. I don't think he's like I would take LaMelo over him. And if I said that, people would be like, oh, no way. I would take LaMelo Ball over Tyrese Halliburton. If you put LaMelo Ball in the Pacers and gave him
the only difference is so we've seen with Halliburton translate to winning and being efficient when he needs to be. And with LaMelo, we just haven't seen it yet. But so far this year, it looks great and we're loving it. And we think the Hornets are a really fun team to watch also. We know LaMelo is like one of the most talented basketball players in the NBA as far as what he can do.
Would you take Halliburton? Would you take Halliburton over LaMelo?
If I have to win a playoff series, I'm taking Halliburton.
You're taking Halliburton right now.
If I have to win a playoff series right now, I've seen Halliburton do it.
That's the thing. His game, his resume backs it up. You know, he did win a gold medal. He is an NBA All-Star.
Twice.
He is a max player. So like
All-NBA last year.
All-NBA. Yeah. All these things warrant him being able to walk around with a certain aesthetic and aura. All justified. Can't hate on that. But then I watch him play in person. I see him airball 3 times and I see him can't get his shot off because he doesn't have like a bag where he has like heavy pull-ups and stuff. You get any other elite guard on an island with a big, he's going to size you up, hang dribble, hezzy 3, hezzy pull-up, stop on a dime, pull back, whatever the case may be. Halliburton, like, crab dribbling around. He, like, goes side to side, doesn't have, like, handles like that, needs a pick, comes off, like, do a pump fake and up and under 3. Like, it's like, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't see it.
Sometimes they make this too easy. What you think, King? What's on your mind, man? What's on your mind, bro?
As far as compared to Tyrese Halliburton, right? It's not me. I don't, because I know they come at me, and I don't want Austin Rivers coming at me because we can talk that talk. Pause. But who is Austin Rivers to Tyrese Halliburton?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All he can do for a guy that Austin Rivers is saying all that somebody can do to Tyrese Halliburton. All I see him doing is this and this. He in the finals. He doesn't shoot shots over bigs and all that. He done made game winners damn near every series. I don't know. He played with Chris Paul. Did Chris Paul had to do like bro, that's why when we do these segments and we do these I was told and all that, and we got to put these guys that have been on ESPN, And it's like, oh, we talking the truth right now. I'm like, bro, I don't forget where you came from.
Bro, listen, man. You ever ask a question and somebody tells you you answered your own question in your question?
Yep.
He literally answered his own question. He started rattling off this dude's resume, right? And then goes back to, I don't like the way he dribbles. I don't like the way he shoots. What the hell does that have to do with anything? I don't care if the dude turn his back to the goal and just throws it over his head and makes it for 50% of the time. Is he a winner? Is he getting his team to the finals? Is he a playoff performer? Is he a playoff riser? King, let me ask you a question. How many times has LaMelo been to the playoffs?
None, right?
I'm say that one more time for the people in the back.
None.
And so what are we talking about?
Didn't so I told you, here we go again. This is subjective. This is when just because you played the game and all that stuff, you can't then come in and put your foot down and say this take is the ultimate take and all. He said LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball averaged like 28 this year, shooting damn near, trying to get 40%. Trying to get 40%.
That's not 3. That's on the field.
20 overall, trying to get 40%. You don't think Tyrese could do, like, that's not good basketball. That's why the Hornets aren't winning. Why is your main point guard shooting the ball so many times, doing so many bad shots? He takes the most off-balance shots in the league, shooting 40% by far. And you saying it's fancy, bro, when it finally goes in. So that's why Austin Rivers is like, you feel me? Like, I'd rather see him than Tyrese Halliburton, because Tyrese Halliburton is more secure with the basketball. And he actually respects the game. And I don't want to say that LaMelo, I mean, I don't think LaMelo really respects the game. I'll keep it real with you. Like, I think he's just hitting it right now to get a paycheck. He may over time. It is what it is. But like, he respects the game. He respects a possession, I should say. Like, he doesn't want to turn the ball over. He tried to get his team the best chance to score, unlike LaMelo Ball. But Austin Rivers is saying, I'd rather have LaMelo Ball. And that's why Austin Rivers was not really a winner in the NBA. That's why his dad is Glenn. That is what it is, bro. Sorry.
Nah, you good. Because like I said, so do you want to win games or you want to look pretty?
All right.
I'm just asking. I'm trying to figure out how this works, bro. Because I want to win games. This right here remind me. I had this conversation with a young dude, man. He probably a little bit older now, of course, but years ago I had this same conversation with, because we tried to compare Carmelo and Dirk, and he told me, "Oh, Carmelo got more highlights." And I said, "Bro, do you want to be pretty or do you want to win games?" Like, I'm confused. Like, you want to win games. That's the key to the game, right? Win the game. Like, I don't understand I want to get somebody who got a highlight package. That's what I want. Like,
remember we talked about toxic fans and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. The game has become something different. It's about moments and highlights rather than winning.
And you know what's funny? Didn't we just play a clip from Austin Rivers talking about he don't want to see nobody try to get their bag, but see them play the game the right way?
Yeah.
You just said this out of your own mouth, right?
He
and then you turn around and say, "Oh man, what's the name? Does it prettier than Tyrese Halliburton?" Wait, what?
Who's the face of that?
Now I'm gonna say, what was the one team he bragged about in that clip?
Who before?
Who do it the right way? Yeah, that last clip we played.
Didn't he say the Indiana Pacers?
What? He said it again one time. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Didn't he say the Indiana Pacers?
Wow. So
he switched real quick for a hot take. That's crazy, bro.
My watch not working.
Crazy.
That this is what we talk about, bro. Like, you be thinking like he might be onto something. Then bam, he hit you with that ESPN take. That makes no sense, bro.
He said he was tired of the videos and, you feel me, the highlight packages before you come into the league. Right? Who is one of the faces of doing LaMelo Ball, bro?
I just want to know what changed from the last time we did play the clip to today. Like, what changed, bro? Did something change? Did what did Tyrese do to him, bro? What did he do to him, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hope LaMelo Ball career, goes on a different trajectory, because it's going downhill right now. But him and Tyrese Halliburton on different levels, completely different levels. Like, that's disrespectful at this point to compare LaMelo Ball to Tyrese Halliburton, I feel like.
Let me ask you a question, then we can move on to the next thing. How many teams do you think would trade Halliburton right now for LaMelo?
None.
Okay.
Other than
You
nobody.
think, so if
I think Charlotte would trade
I was just about to say
LaMelo for Halliburton right now.
Yes. Exactly. That's what I was just about to ask you.
And they would include a pick. I think they give LaMelo and the first round pick for Tyrese Halliburton right now.
So I don't know what we're talking about right now, but
that's dumb.
That's crazy, bro.
Shout out
but
to
you know
Playback,
what, man? Yeah, that man got a pause, bro. He definitely got a pause. Like you said, shout out to Playback, man.
Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite app, Playback. Back to the show.
Yes, sir, man. All right, King, let's get to the questions in the comments, bro.
Sponsored by True Classic.
The most interesting customer came into True Classic today. A young man came in right when the doors opened and said he had a job interview in just 30 minutes. The challenge, or so he thought, he had about $150 to work with. Now, in most places, that's a fancy shirt, maybe some nice socks. But at True Classic, when you add more, you save more. So not only did I set him up with a pair of our 4-way stretch chinos, not only did I set him up with one of our white button-down shirts, I even helped him complete the look with one of our coach's jackets. All for just $130. So he found his fit, looked great for his interview, and I'm pretty sure he got the job too. That's true value.
All right, man, let's get to these questions and comments, man. Hit us with that CNC in front of your question or your comment, of course. Be respectful in the comment section, of course. And also, too, man, if super chats come in, we'll take those on first, man. Pause.
All right. Let's see. I see my babe first. She says, "What's good, CNC? What up, babe?" Let's see. Anybody else? They're not writing CNC, but I'm still. Divs, a Glow Yard member. He said SGA is the GOAT of free throw. I don't know if he the GOAT. I don't like he gets free throws. He gets a lot. I don't feel like his game is as horrible as James Harden's though. Like James Harden's.
No.
And he's more efficient than James Harden. You feel me? Just overall in general. Like James Harden was so many free throws. Let's see. Cam says SGA is a real all that free throw merchant-ish is media narratives. Oh, he's saying he's real. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's like trash. Like SGA is a decent player. He's definitely one of the top 10 players in the NBA. And after all it's said, he'd probably be top 5 for sure.
Let me say something about that too. Because what Cam is saying, that's what they're pushing. They say he didn't shoot a lot of free throws. It's not about how many he shot. It's how he's getting the free throws, what people are complaining about.
Yep.
Like that's what when I heard these talking heads talking about that, it's like y'all missing the point. That's not what everybody's complaining about. It's how he's getting the free throws. If you simply go on Twitter, folks are clipping out a bunch of clips of how this dude's getting free throws.
Yep.
So it's not about the amount of free throws he's getting, it's how he's getting his free throws. And what everybody's complaining about. But go ahead.
I agree. Reggie's a Glow Yard member. He says if Halliburton was if Halliburton was doing this in a Knicks uniform, everyone would consider him a superstar. I agree.
Yeah, that's true.
Cam says Jimmy does have a goal. What year did he get it, Cam?
Oh, okay. I finna say I thought
what year did he get it?
It had to be one of the wait, hold on. Was it one of the Olympic teams?
What team was he on? I can't remember. I'm like, Jimmy Butler was on the team.
Cam, real quick, let us know which one it was. Because
he said 2016. He said 2016 with Melo. When Melo was there. So before Kevin Durant was doing his thing, when Melo was still the guy.
Okay.
So I think that was the year after the Redeemed. That was the time after the Redeemed team. When Melo was there.
12. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was 2016. Okay.
So it was an Olympic team then. Okay.
It was an Olympic team.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, they are saying also, Best League says Holly is overrated, bro. I ain't going to. Okay. But he overrated. That's fine if y'all think. He also said Jimmy is a GOAT. But if highly overrated, I want to know who your favorite. So highly overrated, but Jimmy a GOAT? How many years Holly been in the league?
I don't even think 7 yet.
Right. And
what, 6?
His resume looked better than Jimmy Butler's was at this point. I'm just trying to keep it real, bro. I don't understand the hate. Best says Pacers and 6. Highly overrated, but the Pacers. Bro, I'm lost, bro. I'm so lost. So the Pacers got this incredible team. This is the greatest team ever, something like that. Like is that what we trying to say? Wow, man. Latte, he's a Glow Yard member. He says Pacers in 7.
Oh, okay.
Cuz also says I refuse to cheer for OKC. I'd rather be wrong than right. Pacers in 6. I feel you. Let's see. Hotline Bling is a good song. He said we bugging out. His name Hotline Bling is a good song. I did switch my pick to the Pacers. I can't switch my pick. I'm not a meat. Damn. What? The game ain't even start yet. I can't switch my pick. I didn't sit here and read it. I'm talking to the guy. Y'all literally sitting here doing the conversation. I done told you at the beginning of my pick, my brain and my heart doing two different things. I talked to my partner and we talk it out. And I say, you know what? After thinking about it, right? Because I even said the point out loud about the turnovers and all that stuff. Like, you know what? I'm thinking about the turnovers and all that. They said, nah, I'm bugging out. That's crazy, bro. Damn, man.
You gotta have your pick before you start the show.
Yeah, man. Like, damn, the game ain't even start. Yeah, we still got until Thursday. You're like, yo, you switch the spit.
Nah, you gotta have it concrete right now. Gun to your head. What you got, King? Like, god dang.
Div says OKC at 5. It's a repeat of last year. So he sound like Boston, what they did to Dallas. Let's see. Ray said King Kobe before Magic. Come on, cuz help me understand. Not as far as so on my all-time list, I don't have Kobe before Magic. So that's what I'm saying. It's influential as far as what people do and all that stuff in the game. Like, so that's not. I still think, in my opinion, Magic the greatest Laker of all time. But like I say, it's subjective and all that stuff. But as far as all time, I got Magic over Kobe. But as far as on the influence to the game, I'm gonna go with Kobe over Magic. Right now, everybody, Kyrie, Tatum, I mean, everybody down the list, the Mamba mentality being Kobe. You don't hear him talking about being Magic. Reg
you said Devin Booker.
There you go. Reg also said, Shea. They talking about him now about Kobe and all that.
My mentality.
Yep, talking about he the new Kobe and all that. Reg says MJ, LeBron, Steph, Magic, AI, Dirk. I'm not mad at you. Best did say Austin Rivers is right. Holly is overrated. He said LaMelo is better than Holly for sure. Ooh.
I mean, he showed in the playoffs.
He also says, who should the Lakers trade for? I'm not sure, Best. I'm not sure right now. Like, wait till let's talk about more about the trades and all that once the season actually over. My brain's still not.
Yeah, because
it's to know who's gonna be available and all that stuff. Like,
yeah, we gonna wait. We're gonna talk about that type of stuff after the finals. I know there's some rumors flying around right now that teams are looking at certain players and stuff like that. We're gonna get more into that after the finals. We're gonna let the season play out, then we're gonna get to that this offseason. It'll be one of our major topics in the offseason.
Shout out to Black. He says also the timing of the free throws. That's what Rouse said.
Yeah.
Div says, I hate SGA going down. I guess throw it. What? Going down, wing, throwing his body, or I guess going down, throwing his body on a defender and throws it up. Disgusting to watch. Talking about as far as when he goes on the lane. And Reg said SGA gets away with that same push off. Yeah. Dave says, I hope Lakers get Kyle Jones for cheap 1-year deal. He would be awesome with Luka. Kyle Jones ain't the answer to that. Like, you fall. Oh my goodness, y'all be doing that. Y'all see somebody do something good and they the greatest center in the world, bro. No, they do not need. If Kai Jones is not the answer for the Lakers, that's a nice pickup for the Mavs as like a third center and all as he is, but not for no guy the Lakers. No, Div, no. Best saying Jimmy was on the World Cup, not the. I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know. Div says, I hope SGA gets swept. That would be epic. It would be.
That would be crazy.
Latte says, good show, Relle and King. This is for you, King. We want our truth. Hell yeah, man. Triple H. Big J. Glow y'all member. He said the Lakers should trade for Grant Hill. There you go.
The only trade they're gonna do with Grant Hills in that front office.
Real. If they
Shout out to Devon.
If they did have Grant Hill, though, that'd be like the greatest, like the smartest basketball court or the players on the court of all, like the basketball movement and all. They would just be passing it to each other. I don't even know how they would play. You gotta get two guys. You need a center and one shooter. That's it. Let's get a center and a shooter. Best said, is Nico Harrison the GOAT of GMs? He got AD plus Cooper plus pick for just Luka. He ain't getting none of that stuff. How you get Cooper? Best. Okay. All right. Ray said, okay, because I'm a little biased against Kobe. I compared Kobe's influence / impact to Hakeem after he retired from the game. Yeah, I mean, Hakeem got impact as well, but Hakeem usually people go to him for help. Like Kobe, people go for Kobe to try to be Kobe. You feel what I'm saying? Like they come into the league trying to be Kobe. Dave says, King's props to you. Props to you. I was wrong about Holly. You nailed that player. I wasn't sold on him, but you were all about Holly last year. Hey, man, I told you he was just injured. That's what I was saying last year. He had torn his groin or something, didn't he? He did a complete split. I was like, he was weird. Before that, he was looking like another like Chris Paul and all that, bro. Like he was doing the same thing. All these 15 assists, zero turnovers, that type of stuff. And I'm like, all right. And then out of nowhere, he get hurt because he went to the finals of the in-season tournament and all that as well. And he got hurt and he started looking suspect and all, and everybody like he just trash and all. And I'm like, I don't think so. But yeah. And Dave, that's talking to Big J saying I want you to get a Bustin' Cooper and Luka to win chips. I think y'all both. I think the Mavericks and the Lakers gonna be fine though. Yeah, y'all can make it a rivalry if y'all want to though.
All right, man. It's gonna probably do it for us tonight, man. Appreciate everybody, man, rocking out with your boys for another episode of Cap and Crown. If you guys are new to the channel, into NBA content, man, we ask that you guys do us a favor, hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Monday and Wednesday, guys, as we talk about all things NBA, new or old. Also, to everybody, man, if you can do us a huge favor, hit that like button. Help us get them likes up tonight, man, so we can find more NBA fans like yourselves, man, to join us here. Also, too, man, if you guys want to become, we have enough.
I was just laughing at Big J. I'm sorry.
Big J, well. But listen, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, man, join us here every Friday for our members only Fridays by simply hitting that join button right there next to the subscribe button, man. Consider becoming a member of the channel, man. Also, too, everybody, follow me on my other channel, Cause We Geeks, where we talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. We might be having some new members to the channel, man. We gonna see. We're seeing how that goes here over the next couple of weeks. So shout out to Big J. He was on with us last week. It's gonna be back on with us this Tuesday. We'll get BA from We Talk Combats on this Saturday. So shout out to him. And might be adding him to the channel, man. So there's gonna be some huge upgrades, pause. Yeah. But Kings, everything else I'm forgetting, man.
Did you already showed your channel? I missed that. Jesus, that quick. Yeah. But geez, I'm tripping. But I wanted to thank Best League first. I see you here. I don't think I've ever seen you before, but appreciate you being here, Best League. Secondly, I want to answer a couple more of these questions. I can see them and get them for the show. We get to an hour. Black said, "Is Carlisle getting enough credit for taking the Pacers to the finals, bro? Rick has always had a top 5 offense in the league with the Mavs." I've already said what I had to say, Black. Rick Carlisle win this one. He a top 5 coach, possibly in my opinion. I had to actually sit down and think about it. He definitely top 10. He top 10 now.
Yeah, he definitely. He should have been on the top 15 list, but
yeah. I do. Best also said, why didn't Hallie win the MVP? I think because of that one game he had before. What was it, game 6?
Your game,
where he had 8 points or something like that.
Well, no, game 5. Game
Was it
5.
then? One on whatever
Yeah.
the one where he had
It was-
only like 8 points, something like that. I think that is why they gave this the Pascal Siakam. But that don't mean that Hallie didn't do his thing. And I think that might be it. Yeah, pause. Also, follow me on my other channel, as Rel said. We Talk Combats, where we talk about all things sports and sports entertainment related. Check us out over. We had a show this past Sunday where we talked about Raw, SmackDown, us also predictions for the upcoming Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and also R-Truth, the big news about him being released. We talked about that as well. We're on our way to our first goal of 500 subscribers. Help us out over there. But also over here, share, and more share, guys. A like is the equivalent of a share. Help us out. Like the show. Like I said, subscribe to the channel. Share us, please, if you could. Press that share button on this thing and just share it on your Facebook. Pause. You feel me? Like, share us on your Facebook. Share us on wherever, your Instagram. Share us on your Twitter. Share us wherever you can, please, just for somebody to see us that may not be, may be interested in seeing something like this, a show. But other than that, y'all, appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all Wednesday. The playoffs start Thursday. As far as the finals. And thank y'all. That's it, I think, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Listen, with all that being said, man, it is your boys Relle and King of Cap and Crown. We'll be back here on Wednesday, man. Same Cap chime, same Crown channel, guys. Y'all already know.
No
Cap and Crown.